Hi, I'm Chris from Back to Earth, and in this video I want to quickly go through how you install the UdiTHERM NF board. Now, it's quite a nice small board, so it's quite easy to follow contours in uneven walls, and we've got an old wall here that we've prepared ready to install the boards. So there's two different ways to install the boards. You can basically apply a plaster to the surface of the board and then simply, and I normally say apply it to the dark face, and then simply push that against the wall, or in this case we're actually going to apply it to the surface of the wall first, put it on with a notch trowel and then push the boards into that. So if you're going to apply the Baumit Viton Fine to the surface of the board first, you actually want it quite runny, much runnier than this. This is sort of plaster thickness, so if you're going to do that you want to make it a little bit wetter because the board will actually soak up some of the moisture out of the plaster and stiffen up. But in this case we're going to apply it to the wall first, and as you can see I've flushed up the surface of the wall first just with a thin layer, and I'm going to apply a little bit more to the surface now. So just a quick rough layer on the surface. And then use your half round notch trowel. So, sorry, that was quite dirty. So a half round notch trowel is better than a square notch trowel for these kind of plasters. The square ones tend to sort of drag it off the wall, but these ones give you a much better finish. And so the reason for doing this is so that you ensure you've got the right thickness of plaster on the wall behind the board, and so you've got something to sort of wiggle the board into and make sure you've got full contact with the wall behind. So just clean that out. One useful tip is just to clean out the tongue and groove of the board below if you're going to do this method, because obviously if you fill the tongue and groove up with plaster then the boards aren't going to go together very well. Okay, so we've got the Viton Fine on the wall, we've combed it with a notch trowel, and now it's time to fit the actual board. So pop the board on top of your adjacent boards, give it a good press down so that the tongue and groove connects well, and then firmly press the board, give it a good press into the wall so that the plaster, the grooves actually obviously close up and make contact with the back of the board, and like so, and there we go. So that board is ready for fixing now. Generally you put 3 fixings down through the middle of the board. I'm going to start with the middle fixing. This is an SDS 8mm drill bit, so we'll pop one in the middle. So it's useful when you bring the drill back out, go in and out a few times and clear the dust out of the hole, and then as you come out it's useful to just wiggle the drill a little bit just to widen the hole out. So that allows the neck of the fixing, which is a little bit wider than the shaft, to go in. So push the fixing in and you can lightly start it, but don't screw it all the way home at this point, because you want to wait until all the surrounding boards are fixed before you really tighten it up, because otherwise you won't get the tongue and groove connection with the adjacent boards. So let's just do one more fixing. So there we go, open the hole out, pop the screw in, the fixing in, and again, quick screw just to hold it in position, and that's then fixed, ready for your adjacent boards to be fitted. Okay, hope that all makes sense, but if you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thanks.